Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. You need one if you're a monster girl? I don't know. I do it on lenses, but I'm a bad influence. Oh, unlicensed? Xana, breaking the law? I don't know if there's actually a law. I may be a Cyclops, but I got one just to be safe. Good to know, good to know. Whoa, what? What was that? It was like a magic trick. What a fabulous display. He is a fitting rival indeed. Sigh, he's even weirder than I thought he'd be. Oh, whatever, let's check the contents. Yep. Received portrait of our sale. There's a card stuck to the bottom of the box. My princess, my rival, and brave bracers. Did you enjoy the show I prepared for your arrival? As I do not wish to upset the mood of our main role, it is time for the supporting actors to take their bows. I hope you will look forward to our next chance meeting. Puffed. Some chance meeting. I wish you'd cut it out. But there's something curious about it. Main role, supporting actors? What does that mean? Now that you mention it. Ah, screw it. Let's go return to the photo to the archives. I can't thank you enough, bracers. Still, why would that phantom thief fellow steal a portrait of the Arcel? It certainly is lovely, but it's really nothing more than a simple portrait. It holds little monetary value. He doesn't really care about value so much as he cares about pulling off a good prank or two. And it's probably our fault that the museum got wrapped up in his latest one. Sorry for putting you through all this. Haha, no need to apologize. It wasn't your doing. And if anything, I'm very pleased with how you handled this. Excellent work. People who think they can stop Blue Blanc. Fools, all of them. He has plot armor. See. Evade 3 would be nice on her. Get an EP3 there. Mind 3. That's about all I can get at the moment. Good enough, I guess. Where to next? Alright, Erebonian Embassy. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope. Olivier? Oh, thank you for the posture check. Where in the hell have you been? I've been places. What's wrong? What's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out a window. He wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Olivier? Did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us? Hahaha. When wandering the roads, hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive. Well, Bergen, may we enter? Can't say no to you, but, who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, there shouldn't be a problem with letting you in, then. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy. Do remember that the embassy is Erebonian soil, so be careful, yeah? We will be. This is quite the building. Whoa. This place definitely matches the Calvardian Embassy in terms of fanciness. Grandiose, and yet powerful at the same time. It's very imperial, if nothing else. It is a stage upon which the Empire can parade its influence and power. Alas, that the actors are unequal to the set dressing. You realize Lord Cranagh would hit the roof if he heard you say that. Ah, my most bosom companion. It has been an age. Are you well, dear Mueller? It would be better if I cut you in half and be done with it. I told you, again and again, to ensure we're constantly aware of your location, and you... Ah, but 'tis a tactic in the war of love. Did you know? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Estelle Bright, you have my thanks. I can only imagine the trouble the city it's been causing you. Actually, he hasn't been too bad, I guess. He's been really well-mannered, comparatively. Well, ignoring the lunatic, I presume you have business here at the embassy? Yes, sir. We would like to speak to the ambassador. Estelle explained her desire to meet with the ambassador concerning the letter. That letter, right. I'd been somewhat concerned myself, but I'm surprised the guild is acting. This is a request from Brigadier General Bright and the Royal Army, I take it? Technically, yes, but we're trying to investigate it as neutrally as we can, you know? Nobody's guilty till proven, that kind of thing. A commendable mindset. No doubt why he chose you. Very well, I shall introduce you to Lord Ambassador Cranagh. I suspect you'll find it easier to gain his trust if I do the introductions as opposed to a certain someone. Really? Thanks, Mueller. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, sir. Wait, you really have so little faith in me? You, thought we had faith in you for this? If you introduced us, you'd probably want to have us kicked out. Sorry, Olivier. This thing of being forsaken. This thing is the truth, maybe. Lord Cranagh is in his office on the second floor. I shall go announce your arrival. Give me a moment. We'll wait here. We will not wait here. I wonder who Olivier's really targeting. What do you think? Is Mueller still his one and only, or has he moved on to greener pastures? Why, you need only ask. No, thanks. Books. All the books in the room were published in liberal. To learn about someone's nation, start with their culture. You're free to read them, but please put them back when you found them when you're done. Look, I can read the entire Cornelia series, too. But we did that on the last game, so we're not going to read it here. And they literally just included it so that you could read it if you missed it in the last game. This is the office? Wow. Heh, indeed. Shall we make our grand entrance and shock the ambassador into silence? Mueller can totally cut you in half, you know. I apologize for the wait. Lord Krenaw will see you now. Let's go then. Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy, guests. I am Lord Devil Krenaw, the duly appointed ambassador and voice of the Empire in this land. I'm Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. Zin Vasek, also of the Guild. I'm Chloe Rins, second-year student at the Janus Royal Academy and assistant to the Bracers. And I am the servant of love and peace, Olivier Lenheim. You. I'd heard gone missing in Elmo Village. Try not to worry Mueller further, Olivier. Or me, for that matter. Such a strict dressing down. Much more and I'll have to lose my jacket. Setting that aside. You're here to inquire about the threatening letter, yes? What do you want to know? Okay, I'll be direct, sir. You have any idea who might be behind the letter? Is there anyone in the Empire who might oppose the signing of the pact? My, you are direct, young Bracer. I appreciate that. I can tell you truthfully, however, that I can think of no such person. His Majesty is very happy with the pact as it stands, in fact, and no one within the Empire would be foolish enough to gainsay his leadership on such a matter, of course. Uh-huh. Yeah, I bet. So you think it's the work of someone outside the Empire, then? What other answer could there be? If you want my opinion, it's the opposition party in Calvert behind all this. Some silly ploy to make the president look bad, no doubt. Opposition, doing whatever it pleases. This is a perfect example of the fallacies of mob rule. Huh. I have to question that, your lordship. Don't get me wrong, our major political parties basically beat each other over the head anytime they can, but... No, you didn't, Xana. No, you did not. Even if the pact fell apart due to this, I don't think anyone could blame it on President Rocksmith. Details. You think the mob thinks like that? Pah. All I can say for certain is that the person issuing these threats cannot be from our empire. That should be more than enough assurance for you. Excuse me, Lord Krenaw? May I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? Damn, well, there's the redeem. You gotta do it now. It got you one time, Lamau. I know it did. It almost got me again. I was about to actually set the timer for the hour. You... Ah! 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 I ask what Chancellor Osborne's opinion of the non-aggression pact is? What? Flawless riposte, Chloe. Who? The highest appointed official of our most glorious and august imperial government, the Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gilius Osborne. His nickname comes from his personal motto, our nation's peace must be built on a foundation of blood and iron. He has overseen the expansion of the rail system, as well as the annexation of several smaller states on our borders through less than diplomatic means. Annex, but wait, you mean he... Olivier, how can you criticize your empire's chancellor? Oh, but Devil, how was I criticizing? I simply stated the facts. But come now, it wouldn't hurt to be a bit more cooperative, no? We've already spoken with the lovely Ambassador Cochrane over at the Calvardian Embassy. She was quite helpful, you see? What? Why, if we don't help these people now, it will give them cause to doubt the character of Erebonia. That would be a tragedy, wouldn't you agree? My Lord Crenagh, there's no need to keep information related to this hidden. May I humbly suggest that being open in this case will not present a problem? You have a point, Mueller. Very well. To answer your question, Miss, Chancellor Osmond, like His Majesty, is most receptive to this fact. In fact, I hear he's actually one who suggested His Majesty should sign it. Really? That's because he's looking forward to getting the engine, right? No, apparently he recommended it to His Majesty before any mention of the engine. If anything, I'm glad there is harmony at home over this fact. There's been no pressure for us to negotiate. Hate to say it, Estelle, but it's looking like there really isn't any chance it's someone from the Empire. Yeah, it looks that way. Ambassador, thanks a lot for answering our questions. See, it is as I said. If you're looking for the guilty party, you should look elsewhere. Oh, but one sec. If you don't mind, we have one more question. Estelle asked Lord Crenagh about Renee's parents. Yes, a most pitiable situation. The separation of a child from her parents. Imperial traders do visit the embassy at times, but a merchant from Crossbell? I do not recall such a man, no. Are you familiar with this Hayworth, Mueller? No, I've never heard of the man either. Really? Aw. This is starting to look kinda grim. To search at once for both a blackmailer and a lost child's parents sounds most trying. It may seem trite, but I do wish you luck, young lady. Thanks, Lord Crenagh. Allow me to show you to the gate, then. This book is banned in Erebonia. Who put this on the shelf? Crap. If Ambassador Crenagh knew, I'd get an earful. I know, you there. Take this book. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend Cornelia. Thanks, Mueller. Talking with the ambassador was a big help. No, you don't need to thank me. I didn't do anything important, really. Besides, this is a problem affecting all our nations. We should be working together. Ha, indeed. I do hope we can solve this. Huh, Olivier? You're awfully quiet. It's nothing. I was simply lost in reverie for a moment. It doesn't concern our current business. Pay me no mind. Okay. Olivier, you'll be staying here at the embassy in the evenings while you're here in Grancel, yes? Where else? I would not miss a chance to have more sweet dreams in your bed, as always. What? Oh my. Stop with the jokes before you give the ladies too many ideas. And images. Push those jokes too far and I may have to spear you upon the embassy flagpole. So that's the direction I should approach from. You teach me more every day. Alternatively, I could just cut you in half right here. I'm fairly sure I could explain it to Lord Crenagh. That would be rather less lovely. Forgive the joke, my friend. So this is how you keep Olivier under control. Maybe I should write this down. I'd say they match each other perfectly myself. That's a terrifying thought. Well, regardless, I shall pardon myself here. Good luck with the rest of your investigation. Thanks again, Mueller. Mueller. With the NBCs out of the way, all that's left is liberal news. Hopefully Niall or someone will be able to help us. Hopefully. Shall we be off? Hmm? Yeah, he's gonna spear Olivier. In his bed, no less. Hmm? Say, you're the winners of the martial arts competition, right? Haha, yeah, that's us. Thanks for your help back then. Hey, no worries. So what brings you here today? If you're here to see someone, that can certainly be arranged. Or did you just want to have a walk around the palace? That's okay too. Actually, I'm here on Bracer business today. Which is to say, hello, Diane Alex. It's been a while. Your Highness, Princess Claudia, we were not aware you'd returned. Sorry to startle you two. I'm afraid I'm here on business though. Estelle and I have some things in the castle to attend to. Would you let us pass, please? Of course, Your Highness. By your command, my lady. Wow. Yeah, only slightly popular, isn't she? I think I'm starting to get why that Duke guy is so jealous. Now entering her ladies Chloe and Estelle and their entourage. Open the gate. Please come in. Haha, thank you, you two. Well, Estelle, welcome back to my house, as it were. Come on in. Thanks. Welcome to my house. It's just the castle. Okay, time to nose around the castle a bit. So obviously we should talk to Queen Alicia, both to ask about the letter and just say hi, but let's see, who else? Julia's gone, right? Yes, she's currently at Leaston Fortress, overseeing the refitting of the Arsail. Well, that's gonna make things a bit harder on us. She probably could have given us a lot of help with this mess. Who else could we confer with, I wonder? With Julia absent, I think our best bet is Hilda, at least concerning Renee's parents. If the Haywards have ever visited the castle, she would know. Yeah, public kind of seems to have some sort of castle sense about these things. So where would we find them, you think? Grandmother should be in her chambers at this hour. And Hilda, if she isn't in the maid's room, they can tell us where she is at least. Good idea. Maid's room in the Queen's chambers. Off we go! And Miss Claudia, Mr. Zen too? But pardon me, it's been quite some time. Haha, it sure has. Yeah, it reminds me of when you lent me your maid uniform, Shea. Oh, Estella's a maid? Yeah, it was to meet with the Queen. Oh, and Joshua had to wear one too. Shea did her magic on his face with her makeup. She was all pumped up to do it. Oh my. Thank you very much. Joshua, who once played the role of Princess Cecilia so perfectly, also portrayed a maidservant? Oh, notable endeavors both. I am sure it must have been quite beauteous to behold. I regret all the more I could not attend the Duke's banquet. Haha. Alright, Shea, you know where Hilda is? I believe Mistress Hilda is in the library. As I recall, she said she had something to look up. The library. Got it. Okay, Hilda isn't in here. Hey, look! It's the door that leads down to the sealed area. The last boss dungeon of the last game. My nose. Put Sienna behind a secret boss door. What? Am I a secret boss now? Princess Claudia and Miss Estelle too. Secret boss of cute. Oh. Hello, Hilda. I'm sorry if I startled you, but I just got back. Hi, Hilda. Sorry I've been out of touch. Quite alright. I'm glad to see you well. I understand the princess has been assisting you, Estelle. I'm very glad to see the two of you home safe. Hilda. You're embarrassing Estelle, Hilda. Speaking of helping Estelle, though, I've returned partially to inquire about something the guild is investigating. Could we ask you a few questions, Hilda? If I can be of assistance, ask me anything. I think there may be a few too many. Let's borrow. Dang it. Yes, I see. You're attending the investigation of that letter we received, then? I take it you want to know if we have any idea who the sender might be? Time to put Leona on farm. I heard the armor set is sick. That's it, exactly. We're investigating all the locations that received letters to see if we can ferret out some clues. Well, firstly, thank you for your efforts. Just receiving that letter was unsettling. I'm afraid I can be of little aid in naming suspects, however. The only thing I can say with confidence is that it's not the work of anyone in this castle. Yeah, we kind of figured that one. Who is the letter here addressed to, out of curiosity? Alright, time to farm her for a couple days. No less a person than Her Majesty herself. I'll check all letters addressed to the Queen, so I know the contents of the letter. Believe me, if I could lay hands on the rude fool who wrote that. Pardon me. I was wondering, were there any other suspicious letters delivered to the castle recently? Ones critical of royal decisions, for example? Well. Hilda, please. Help us for my sake, if no one else's. We need to as much information as we can in order to make a judgment. Very well. There have been several letters delivered with no indication as to their senders. They were not particularly critical of royal decisions per se. They were largely petitions to reduce or annul Colonel Richard's sentence. I suspect at least some are from the citizens of Gransel, but the rest I cannot be sure on. People want Colonel Richard freed? No less than expected of the man who once strove to be my rival. His popularity endures even after his capture and shaming. The colonel was very skilled and competent, and everyone knows that. It isn't unusual at all to see people regret losing him. I would personally bet on those letters not being related to our little threat. Requesting something of the royal hand is one thing. Trying to force it to do something is a whole different thing altogether. Well, still, even knowing the letters exist helps. Oh, one more thing, Hilda. I wanted to ask about something else. Estelle asked Hilda about the Hayworths. Harold Hayworth, the trader from Crossbell? Yes, I remember him. Say what? Is he an acquaintance of yours, Hilda? Not as such. He asked for a tour of the castle interior a few days ago. I happened to be otherwise unoccupied, so I showed him about. His wife and daughter were with him as well. Really? Hey. Alas, this provides us with little clue as to where the Hayworths may have gone. Yes, my apologies. There was something that bothered me, however. What would that be? Their child greatly enjoyed the tour, however. Her parents felt as though they were barely even present throughout the entire thing. They seemed even-tempered and normal enough when they spoke to me, but when combined with your story, I wonder if they were under strain. Not able to pay attention after coming to see a place as a tourist? Sounds like something was on their minds, alright. Yes, it seems likely they were in some kind of trouble, even then. This may give us a clue as to where they went. Thank you very much, Hilda. I think this gave us some good leads. I'm glad I could be of help. Oh, Princess? You'll be staying here at the castle tonight, I trust, and if your friends lack accommodations... Huh? I'd intend to stay here while Gransel, yes, but, you know. Well, how about it, everyone? Oh, you forget. They're expecting me to be a pest at the embassy tonight, and I can hardly disappoint. I do appreciate the offer, however. Yeah, and I've got what's basically a permanent room at the Calvardian embassy. Thanks, but I think I've got to decline this time. I should probably ask Shara and Tita before committing to anything. I've got Renee, too. That's true. It sounds like she loves the castle. I shall keep the rooms ready in case you wish to stay. Thanks, Hilda. Thank you, Hilda. Not at all. I must return to the maid quarters. Please let me know if you need anything else. If you'll pardon me. Cloud Meadow farming. Cloud Meadow. It was wild seeing the main artist of that game also doing Darkest Dungeon stuff. The second main artist. Okay, so we still need to meet with the queen. She should be in her chambers, right? First one of the original project quit due to creative differences. Yes, I'd be surprised if she isn't. Let's not keep her waiting, then. Y'all know a lot about these hentai games. Just saying. Also, my particular armor drops would definitely be like a cropped bomber jacket, a white t-shirt, some black, like, raver pants with some buckles and stuff. Yeah, definitely. No one important staying here today, looks like. Oh, nothing to purchase at the bar. Fine. Nope, not gonna freak out, Estelle? Okay. Body's room. Ah, you finally arrived. Huh? Grandmother? Scree! What? Siege? I see. Siege was being thoughtful, wasn't he? Yes, he let me know you were coming. Welcome home, Claudia. And Estelle. You're always welcome as long as I remain queen. Your father explained everything not long after you left to train. It pains me to know you carry such a burden. Oh. Thank you very much, Your Majesty. Still, I know what I gotta do, and Chloe's been a huge help. So I'm okay, don't worry. I see. Your soul has gained new steel since we last met, Estelle. Mr. Vasek and Mr. Lenheim, both of you, of course, are also welcome in my home. Let us retire to my chambers. I shall have some tea prepared. So you've come about the letters. I wasn't aware they had been sent to the cathedral and the embassies as well. Your fears are not groundless. It is difficult to think of such lengths as mere childish prank. Yes, Your Highness. That's why we're trying to talk to people affiliated to the case to see if we can find some clues. Grandmother, do you have any idea who might be responsible? Especially someone within Liberal? Claudia, what do you think? Me? As a possible heir, your thoughts should daily be on the forces moving within our nation. Would you share your opinion with me? But very well. I don't believe there's any force in the country which is truly opposed to the pact. I've heard in various places, however, that following the coup, some of our extreme right-wing citizens are feeling very concerned. Their frustrations might be at the root of these letters, maybe. Very good. My opinion is more or less the same. Sorry, but I don't quite follow. Alan, Colonel Richard, was not the only man who approved of the idea of expanding and empowering our military. In the wake of the failed coup, however, the matter is effectively untouchable. I can only imagine all who share his mindset are quite dissatisfied and worried for our safety. Okay, so you think the letters are from the believers in military control and expansion, like the intelligence division guys still on the run? That would be the short of it, yes. If that is the case, then I would say I bear the responsibility for this as much as they. It was my beliefs that led them to take such actions in the first place, after all. Grandmother, I don't know, I don't think they have the right to be all, blah, let's threaten people and be scary because we're sore losers. No, there are few things more precious than the freedom to express oneself, Estelle. Remember, even those who promote military empowerment and a war footing do so out of a love for Liberal and its people. They have as much right to express that idea as any of us have ours. In listening to all such good opinions and choosing how to guide the country, that is a ruler's responsibility. Though in that case, I rather doubt they'll actually try to stop the ceremony, yes? Assuming the letter is from the expansionists, yes, that's quite possible. With Colonel Richard under arrest, they have little power with which to act. The problem lies with the idea that somebody else may be responsible. If that is the case, then I fear I can offer you little advice or knowledge. Ah, rats. Queen Alicia, if I may broach a question. Of course, Olivier. Whatever you wish. Why are you so determined to act upon this non-aggression pact now? Your own country is still deeply confused and unsettled from the coup attempts. Most rulers would think this is a time to focus solely on one's own country, not the affairs of others. Olivier, you are talking to a queen, you know. It's alright, Estelle. Olivier has a point. The plans and proposals for the pact, however, far predate the coup. Further delays would only harm the dignity of the nation. The crossbell issue is causing a great deal of friction again as well, and I hope this can help. Crossbell, that's where Renee's from, isn't it? Yes, it lies due northeast of here, over the Crone Mountains, and directly between Erebonia and Calvard. Both the Republic and Empire claim it should be part of their governments, and some Crossbellans want total independence. It's quite a mess. Crossbell's basically a fishbone stuck in two throats at once. All the issues surrounding it just get called the Crossbell problem. I see. Boy, no wonder they get worked up about it then. Ah, so your aim is to pluck out the bone with the pact then? To continue the analogy, it is not a bone that can be removed in one gesture, sadly. If I can open a way to resolve the issue, however, yes. Laying the groundwork for resolving that issue will strengthen peace across the entire region, and people will remember. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.